First thing first when I wake up, I brush my teeth and roll up blunt up. You got that ain't
none. No, that ain't Dolph. I wouldn't even feel right. I feel so out of place.
Yeah. I know I didn't think it was over with.
What's going on, y'all? This is True. Now I'm finna break something down that I have scoped out, and I don't know if everybody else has their third eye open. But here we go. You can agree or disagree. Now this is a TMZ video, right? Correct. Everybody has seen this video. True took it to another level. Chopped it up, slowed it down, looked at it over and over again, right? Because in Memphis, at the West End, downtown, across from the FedEx Forum, we got a problem. Now, before we get to why it happened and all that, let me show y'all what I see. Let's watch this clip one more time. But let's watch this clip first, right? Now, look at what's going on in this clip. Look at it one more time. Guy gets out the back seat. Guy gets out the front seat. Now look at this video. Who's shooting? Who's shooting the most? Who's running and getting in the back seat right here, right? Who gets out the back seat? Who goes? Who shoots? Really, the other two guys there for decorations, really. This little short guy, he's the one doing all the shooting, right? Look at him again. Now look where he runs. He runs right back to where? The back seat, right? With his mask on, the same clothes on, right? Gets in the car, drives out, right? Now look who gets out the back seat in this video. Jaden. Look who gets out the front seat. The shooter with the pistol still under his arm. He's got a pistol under his arm. Now, I done did a little research around town, and everybody's saying the same thing, that Jaden has always been known to be kind of like Cornelius, right? The junkie dude of the hood. I don't know him personally, but from what I done talked to a couple of people that know him personally, he has always been the junked out type dude, like Cornelius, like just how Cornelius got used by Govan. Now, if the short dude, you don't see Jaden, you don't see, that's his name, y'all, Jaden, the guy that gets out the back seat, the one that say, the one they looking for, him right there with the towel. You see him nowhere really in the video. It's like they picked him up, made him the fall guy, changed seats with him, changed places with him, right? So that he can fit in this video. Y'all don't see that? Or maybe it's just me, but I don't see dude nowhere in this video. Now when they find his ass, what could he really know? If they picked him up after, because I only see but 3 guys, and Jaden ass ain't now one of them in the video, as far as I can tell. It is a blurry video, but it doesn't make any sense to me. Even the dude with the red on, or what that appears to be red, doesn't have. He has a short haircut. So that's my synopsis on the situation. Now look, he don't even have red on. It looked like he just got picked up to be used. Now y'all get in the comment section and let me know, it's true, right? Or do I have my third eye open or not? And then we'll take it from there. But that's what I think. Y'all let me know. Now, let's switch subjects right quick, because I want to show y'all something about, I want to tell y'all something and show y'all something about what I find kind of strange as far as Yella Beezy. But let's get right to it. True. Right now.
That state's witness will also testify that Marquise Conway was one of the individuals responsible for a portion of that payment.
That state's witness will also testify that Marquise Conway was one of the individuals responsible for a portion of that payment.
These records would show that the defendant drew $40,000 in the days following the murder.
Whoa, did y'all hear what I heard? Marquis Conway, aka Yella Beezy, was one of the persons that was responsible for a portion of that $40,000 that they talking about. Now, what does that mean? What have we heard that before? We heard the same thing in the Young Dolph case, that it was more people that put in on a $100,000 bag that was dropped on Young Dolph head. That's what Cornelius testified to, and we gonna get to that at the end of this video, because now I felt like both of these cases was connected, and that flu in 2020 messed up the plan, and that's why I keep saying that. But let's stick to this part right here. This is the lawyer saying, the prosecutor telling that we got a witness, we got a cooperating witness that testified, that's gonna testify. I can't tell you his name right now, but he was there, and he's gonna testify to the fact that you didn't drop this bag on Mo 3 by yourself. If I gotta say allegedly, because everybody innocent until they proven guilty to be proper. So we gotta keep that fair. But as far as this part right here, it's looking like they already know. Now this is a capital murder case, y'all. This is not like straight drop and Cornelius and all them boys. This is a capital murder case, which is punishable by death, I do believe. Life without parole at the minimum. So, but yeah, they just basically saying, they are saying 100% that you paid your portion of the bag that was dropped on Mo 3. Now, what you've been looking at on this board while I've been breaking that down is what I believe is evidence that follows the money trail, that shows the money trail. Now, anybody who it's a day one and remember how I started with Mo 3, how many videos have I made about this crooked lawyer? It's the reason I got on this scent, because the Jackson, right? His last name Jackson, and then remember who was in the center of this? Them girls, them sisters. They last name Jackson. You know, where Mo 3 was leaving from and all of that. They last name Jackson. Their brother last name Jackson. Those are the Jocelyn, Jocelyn Jackson and all that. They can switch them up. But anyway, that's how I got on saying this lawyer. Now this lawyer, he was involved in an undercover sting, right? Washing money. I'm out the paperwork on its way right now, the full paperwork. So we'll work that down in the next video. This is just a summary of who this lawyer is. And look at these dates on the screen with the same $40,000. Now they saying Yella Beezy, from my understanding, his portion of the hit was $40,000. So from what I'm getting at it, somebody else had to put 40. I don't know what the total amount of the hit, the price was, but we seen Dolph at $100,000. Now, I don't know how y'all would think that Beezy is the only one that feared Mo 3. I don't know how y'all think he would get it done by himself. So it's starting to make sense. But back to what y'all looking at on the screen, which is just a clip a snapshot of what I'm gonna be breaking down. This is the lawyer that was known for washing money, all of their money for the car washes, the laundromats, and all the little front businesses that they have going on in Oak Cliff, right? And we all know from Oak Cliff, and that's how y'all be hearing me hint around at John Wiley Price, the Godfather of Dallas, because I have put in all of this work. Now it's making sense in my terms. So we're gonna break that down. This $40,000 in these dates coming from this lawyer, undercover sting that they was running on this lawyer. Now remember, after all that, he only got 5 years. And when y'all see the whole, when I open up the whole case, all the paperwork, you'll see he deserved damn near a life sentence. This lawyer, Jackson, right? Rayshun Jackson is his name. RaySun Jackson. Google that, and then you'll know what True talking about. So he might be a witness, the witness that can testify about this money trail. Now, if he do that, it's a whole lot of other people going down, which we expect. So we're gonna cut it off right now, and we're gonna wait to see. I just want to let y'all know. I started with Mode 3. It's gonna be Dolph in Mode 3, cause that's what I've been doing for damn near the last 4 years. And anybody that know, they know. So now let's tie it all together. Now let's switch over to Cornelius and Young Dolph in this video right now. True.
That was a cash withdrawal. These records would correspond to the exact amount which the state's witness would testify to. In reviewing these records, the state also became aware and believed that they would show that the defendant had anywhere between $800 and $900, but more specifically $870,000 between a checking account and a savings account with one particular bank. 370 of which was in a checking account, a little over 500,000 which was in a savings account.
That's published, but I think it could just address something with the prosecutor and their proffer. Sure. So it's clear from the record that as he recited, the state's witness, his proffer is, that's just one witness.
Correct.
Multiple witnesses. And that I don't recall if the specific in the proffer was when the date that this witness purported to hear this conversation.
I do not have the specific date written down, but I know it was in the days following the offense. We do have evidence of when this could have taken place based off of cell phone data of when the defendant was in another state, and then we came back to Texas. So we believe we have a time frame. As far as the exact date, I do not have at this time.
Anything else, Mr. Joe?
No, Your Honor. A state's witness will testify to being present for a conversation about the payment for the murder of Melvin Noble. This conversation took place in the days following Mr. Noble's murder in November of 2020. A state's witness will testify to the individuals present and involved in this conversation. The state's witness will also testify to Marquise Conway, the defendant, being present and involved in this conversation. The state's witness will testify to the amount of money that was to be paid for the murder. A state's witness will testify to the individuals responsible for the payment. That state's witness will also testify that Marquise Conway was one of the individuals responsible for a portion of that payment. A state's witness will also testify to the individual who would receive this payment. The state's witness will testify that Kewan White was, in fact, the individual to receive this payment, who was originally indicted in State's Exhibit number 1, the probable cause, which is before this court. The state's witness would also testify that Kewan White, or to who shot and killed Melvin Noble. This witness would also testify to Kewan White being the individual who shot and killed Mr. Noble on November 11th of 2020. Again, this conversation took place in the days following Mr. Noble's murder. The state has also had an opportunity to review bank records of the defendant, Marquise Conway. These records would show that the defendant drew $40,000 in the days following the murder.
Now, before we get out of here, let me just connect. Let me tell y'all what I think going on with Cornelius. The reason why him and his entire family has been placed into witness protection. Now, I never seen this before. Like, Cornelius has a court date coming up next month, April, right? I went by, took the liberty to go by to warn his father specifically that word around town is that they was getting harassed. They about to be harassed and shaken up to stop Cornelius from testifying. And when I got there, the house was empty. And I found out by a roundabout way, that's what it was. His family has been relocated, at least his father. To make a long story short, the same thing that I just showed y'all in the Yella Beezy is what I believe is the same thing. That there are others, some big names that the city of Memphis, with all the Tyree Nichols and the $500 million lawsuit, is on the verge of bankruptcy. They will do anything to brush anything else under the rug because the city of Memphis can't afford it. And if you really pay attention, you will believe that. Well, back to the subject. I do believe that there was more people, as I always have, that put in on the bags. The bags. When I say the bags, I ain't talking about just the $100,000. I'm talking about the $50,000 for Key Glock. Yeah, it was a big pot. And that's what we just hearing this prosecutor say about Beezy. There was more people. And I think the feds are doing the same way they're doing in the Dolph case. But since he already got capital, so that's what I think Cornelius has told. Because remember, he was in the meetings with Big Jook, straight drop. He might not hate the cheese, but Cornelius knows, Govan knows, and then maybe that's why. Maybe that's what's going on. One trying to silence the other one to save himself, because he already made a profit agreement, Govan that is, but then he already broke it at the same time. So now his trial starts in July if he makes it there. Anything can happen between now and then. So y'all just pay attention. True gonna do what True gonna do. And y'all, the ones that support me, we gonna ride it on out and wait to see. But that's my synopsis, my opinion, my take on everything. And there's 3 different things going on in this one video. I already showed y'all what I know and what y'all can see about the Sauce Walka shooting downtown. I already showed y'all they try to make a waterfall guy. And after that, I showed y'all what we gonna get to next, the paper trail, the money trail that That's how I know it's the feds, because I can hear about the prosecutor, the way he fumbling and trying to, well, the feds told me not to say this, can't say this. So, yeah, I know why. Because of what I showed y'all in a little screenshot of the paperwork. And that's how far back I was, and that's how deep I was in the Mo 3. So, what's happening now, I'll be able to see shit right along with the greatest that covered, except for the ones that cover SHIT up. I'm talking about cover. A lot of these cats get paid. And I went down to the last part right here with Cornelius and what I see and how I feel that Young Dolph, Mo 3, and King Von was strategically taken out. And when I say that, I can tell it's one person that's a common denominator in all three. Boosie. Right there with Mo 3. Supposed to got shot in Dallas. And then that was never a crime scene. Boosie with King Von. The last person that talked to King Von was Boosie on the phone. And then his people were saying, I don't know, Von was acting weird. Why did he just break protocol and go to the hooker shop where Quando Rondo and the one that was supposed to take Von out was waiting? How does that happen? What a coincidence. Young Dolph, Boosie again, roots all through the M-Town. Now, as I showed y'all over and over again, we just came into a boatload of money. We the new bad boys. Y'all better holler at me. Shout out to Memphis, Tennessee. It's the new CMG. And I'm part owner. Y'all basically get down or lay down. It's been a long time coming. We done got everybody out the way. Now it's time to be rewarded. Now y'all able to read between the lines. So, like I said, let's go. My name is TRURESULTS. Like, share, subscribe, always support. Y'all heard how I say that? Like, share, subscribe, always support. Watch this. Don't be scared to donate to the channel. The cash app will be $ TRURESULTS #2. Look for the red hat. All donations are appreciated and sometimes very, very needed. Like I always like to say, this one for Shelly Shell. Stay true, stay blessed, and stay safe. Till the next video, one love. Peace.